How did Joker get... Be quiet.
You saying that about me, bro?
B-Man, Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
That's extremely dangerous. No, she is crazy, so... Oh, God. Batman pushes him into the elevator as a human shield. The true Batman way.
What the hell happened?
How'd you like that, B-Man? No way you're following us now. You're trapped down here till me and Mr. J are ready for you.
Okay, then.
Gordon was taken up to the surface in the elevator. If I want to follow them, I'll need to do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, boy. Batman's favorite.
I take it this is Joker's doing.
Yeah.
Who else?
He's a monster. They should fry him.
Calm down. I'll stop him.
Batman's so blunt with everything, but he always manages to find, like good humor, or, well, not really humor, but I don't know. His delivery is just, it's priceless sometimes, but he does it on purpose. He has some great lines in this game, and this series as a whole. Anyway, one of the other challenges that we can do for the Riddler is actually interview tapes with all of the madmen in the asylum.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now, these are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. One or two of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
I mean, literally eat you for breakfast. Anyway, as you heard, that was actually before before Harley became Harley Quinn, and that's one cool thing that the interview tapes do is they get to see not their origin before they became crazy. For Harley, that's the case, but you just get to hear development for each of the villains, which is really cool, and that's one thing that the other games don't really do. Sadly, it's definitely, as far as lore building, I'd say actually Arkham Asylum probably has the best in the whole series, actually, as well as stuff like this, just all littered all over the place. Anyway, I won't be listening to all the interview tapes. I will be collecting them because experience points, but I'll listen to the first one from every villain just to give you a little tease, because I'd highly recommend you play this game yourself. It's also very addictive as far as a collect-a-thon style game goes, because there's quite a bit to collect this whole series, especially if you want to go mad, play Arkham City, because there's so much in that game.
Hey, Babs! I know you can hear me. I've got a little something for you to listen to.
Oh, really?
Harley and Frank are nearly out of the building with the old man. How are they going to get past all those guards? Let's have a listen, shall we? Hey, Frank, breathe in.
Joker's got more men on the way. They're coming around the front of the asylum. Gotta stop them. Get in, quick. Get over there. Damn, come on, everyone. Cover the main entrance.
How many are there, Bowles? Hey, hang on. How the hell do you know what...
Uh-oh.
Frank, what are you doing? No, put it down. Frank, what the hell?
Jeez.
Quick! It's clear. Get your ass in here.
It's some piece of work, Frankie. Oh, for someone like you.
Stop flirting with a hired help, Harley.
She can't help it.
You know I only have eyes for you.
Did you hear that, Bats? Sounds like Frankie's working out just fine. Another valuable employee for the organization.
Yeah, this game has quite a bit of dialogue, so there's probably going to be a lot of moments where I'm not going to be talking much, but hey, them's the breaks.
Security breaches on level B4.
I promise we'll be getting to a bunch of crazy combat and predator challenges in the future. Just the beginning of this game is a little slow. I guess you could actually say that for every Arkham game now that I think about it, so don't worry, we're going to have some fun beat-em-up action and hunting action soon. After a bit of mazy platforming. This series really does have a little bit of everything. That's one of the things that makes it so good. There's something for everyone. What the hell is that? Chronicle of Arkham.
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through
Really?
my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
Interesting. So this is one of the side quests in the game. One of the only ones besides, I guess, the Riddler, which is the Spirit of Arkham, and there are 24 total messages from this guy that you can find, and they're all on these little plaques right here with the beetle or the scarab on it. And yeah, again. Even if you don't want to collect all of them, it's really good to just keep the lookout on them, because every single one of them you scan, you will get experience for. So definitely do that. Perform 3 strikes in a row to start a combo flow. I'm pretty sure I've done that already, but let's do it again. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, the main thing you're going to be wanting to do is just go back and forth between... I missed because of the wall. That's dumb. Oh, we can't finish a combat with the... Oh, we can't finish combat with a Batarang. Again, the combat gets deeper and deeper as the series progresses. It's still fundamentally fantastic in this game,
tried
though.
to slow me down.
Can't deny.
Dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
She dropped an elevator on me. Of course it didn't work. I'm like, goddamn Batman! Anyway, one annoying thing in this game is that you're going to be seeing that tab to upgrade thing, even when you don't want to use it. I remember in some of the later games that you'll have, like, it'll tell you to upgrade things even though, like, you're saving up for, like, something in a different tree that hasn't unlocked yet or stuff, and that's a little annoying. But anyway, we're actually going to grab critical combo strikes immediately because Batman is about to rip someone's throat out. Holy crap. Anyway, critical combo strikes is basically easy mode because if you time your strikes just right, like I said, rhythmically, so just punch, 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 like just do it in like consistent rhythm, you'll actually be able to do twice the damage and twice rack up the amount of combos that you're getting, which will increase the amount of experience and opens up a whole swath of special abilities that you can do. Maybe not in this game, but in the later games, depending on how much combo you have.
You don't have to.
Oh.
Don't have to.
Oh, God.
Just want to. Okay, boss says no one gets past. Anything moves, shoot it.
Don't worry, they won't see me move. Time for a stealthy vent kick. I love how, like, that's such a cute little kick that Batman does to, like, to get rid of the vent right there.
Control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know. I'll calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen.
Is there anything this man can't
The
do?
approach is suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
Anyway, so yeah, using detective mode, we can actually see enemies through walls, and that's definitely the most useful thing. Because again, this is another semi-predator mission. This isn't a true predator mission yet, but it's definitely teaching us the basics for how they work. Because anyway, what we can do is we can just head behind these guys and just head down behind them and silent takedown. I'm amazed these guys didn't hear the punch to the back of the head that we just dealt to that guy, but don't worry, these guards are completely deaf. Silent takedown is just that. It's completely silent. I think the only time a guard will actually know that it's a silent takedown is if you're literally right next to them, and even then, they most of the time won't hear it. So silent takedown, it really does mean silent. Like, you are silent and deadly as the knight. I am the knight, who am I kidding? Anyway, let's keep on moving.
No problem, boss. The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
Well, good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. You need to set a trap. He must not leave this building. Do you understand me?
Nope.
Oh, look who it is. Are your pointy ears burning? I suppose I'd better warn my boys you're on the way. And, hey, maybe I won't. It'll be a nice surprise.
Wow, he's even working against his own men just for fun. That's how crazy the Joker is. Arkham Central Records, password required. That looks like it'd be something that's like an Easter egg, but unfortunately it isn't. This series, by the way, is filled to the brim with Easter eggs, some of which the developers even teased that people still haven't found yet in stuff like City and Night, which is crazy. But Rocksteady definitely is one to love Easter eggs.
Running around the asylum, dressed like a bat. I know, crazy. Personally, I think the best solution is to put him out of his misery. It's the only reliable cure.
Anyway, so this is our first real Predator mission in the game, and I think it is. Yeah, it definitely is. Predator missions in Arkham Asylum are limited, to say the least. You definitely don't have a ton of abilities that make it a ton easier in the later games. Stuff like being able to instantly knock out a guard with a single punch, like instead of doing a full silent takedown animation. Stuff like being able to like hang on ledges and just do a lot of cool stuff. And unfortunately, the game doesn't give us the option because this was the first game in the series. And it just makes the note, like how the changes are in the later games, even more noticeable. Anyway, we can do a sweet-ass inverted takedown on this guy, which is the first upgrade that we got. And yeah, when we're directly below or above a guard on a gargoyle, we can instantly take him out completely stealthily until he starts screaming, of course. Then it will alert all of the guards.
Joker wants him found. Spread out.
He could be anywhere.
Then keep your eyes open. Now move.
Cut me down.
Anyway, so yeah, so the cool thing about the Predator missions is that really you can go about them in any way you really want. So for this guy, for instance, I'd probably say we should go to this gargoyle over here and inverted takedown. Oh, we weren't quick enough. That sucks. We were so close. That guy's coming over here, so I don't think we're gonna actually do that yet. Here, let's actually drop down all the way over here. Perfect. I am an expert at this game, even though the actual Predator stuff you can do in this game is limited. One of the coolest parts about the Predator missions in this series is the better you do and the less guards there is, the more the music starts to pick up, and you really feel like you're an unstoppable wall, basically, of death that the enemies can't defeat. And you feel like the Batman. This game does an immensely good job of making you feel like the Batman. If I could fly to that gargoyle, that'd be great. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Well, here, I have an idea. One thing we can actually... Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. One thing we can actually do is you can throw a batarang and cut that guy loose. And, any guys who hung up and cut loose will usually actually make noise when they land, and guards will want to head towards them. Like this guy right here is actually heading towards this guy right now. Thankfully, we're just going to drop right behind him, punch him in the back, and then choke him to death. Sorry, choke him to sleep. Batman doesn't kill. Batman never kills. Anyway, yeah, as you can hear, the drums are really starting to get going now, which is really cool. And can we actually take down through glass? Oh, we can. Yeah, there we go. It's hard, because I have to remember what you can and can't do in Arkham Asylum, but you can and do in stuff like City and Night.
How could you? I think I'm going to cry.
As far as the new stuff you can do, City definitely busts it wide open, and then Night adds like a little bit of stuff, but Night is definitely, as far as like increase in like just everything, I'd probably say City is definitely the best. Anyway, there's another interview tape, and I didn't actually know that you could listen to them while moving. That's actually crazy. How do I... There we go. I'm actually gonna end that off because, again, I promised I'd only listen to one from each patient. That's your little tease. And if you want to hear more, you'll have to play the game yourself. Hehe. Speaking of, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I have gotten 100% in every single Arkham game. Yes, even Origins. At least 100% as far as the story concerned. Not any of the combat challenges or anything outside of that you have to select from the menu. Anything that's in the main mode, I've gotten 100% in every game, which includes all like 400 plus Riddler things in City, and all like 300 something in Night. Like I love this series to death. Also, Jesus Christ, it did not end well for this guy.
Officer Bull's trail stops here.
Well, so much for the mole. Batman's so cool. Like even when he's like disposing of like Joker teeth like that, he has to be a badass. Oh no.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigg.
He's already tracking his location.
Importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Oh, really? So anyway, this is actually one of the coolest things about the game. Outside of the Riddler trophies and the Joker teeth, one of the coolest parts about the Riddler in all of these games is the actual riddles, which I'd say Arkham Asylum definitely has the coolest ones compared to the other games, at least. Basically, the riddles basically just amount to here's a prompt, and you need to find the object in the environment that matches that prompt. Sharply observed portrait, obviously, is this.
So you did it. Well done. I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Anyway, so yeah, here is the Riddler challenges. As you can see, there are
placed a dazzling selection of challenges and puzzles around Arkham. Can you solve them all? Will you find all my trophies?
Oh my god! Please shut up!
Are you ready to give
Please
up?
shut up!
Your puny mind is no match for my own.
So as you can see, each area of the asylum has this page of Riddler trophies, and it's actually very easy to track all of the Riddler trophies that you have and don't have in the series, which is a godsend. Also, one of the biggest things, one of the most hugest...
Hey, Batman!
Hey. What's up? One of the hugest things, by the way, in that makes collecting all the Riddler trophies so much better compared to like any other collectible game I can think of is that in every single game, in all of them, there is never a point, at least I don't think so, there is never a point where a trophy becomes uncollectible after a point in the story. In the entire series, you will always be able to backtrack and get every Riddler trophy. You're never locked out of 100%. Ever in this series, which is a godsend, because that was one worrisome thing I thought about this game, is like, there are like 400 things in City, and you have to assume some of them get locked out of the story if you can't go back to an area or something, but nope, you can always go back. So if you want to wait to the very end of the game and then do all your collectible hunting, you can absolutely do that in this series, and you won't be punished for waiting. You can do it whenever you want, and you'll never run out of time for any of it. So it's definitely a lot better than other games where you basically have to have your head glued to a guide just to see which ones are missable.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
That sucks, man.
Bowles alone.
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing everyone in the room. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They
Thank
carried
God.
on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good. He was scum.
Yeah. Anyway, so now we can actually leave intensive treatment and head to the actual brunt of the island, after picking up this Riddler trophy, of course. damn it. We actually can't, unfortunately. Lots of Riddler trophies in this game are just a little bit out of reach, and yeah, for this one, it's pretty obvious how we're actually supposed to get that. Unfortunately, we're going to have to backtrack for it later. Thankfully, I'm not going for all the Riddler trophies right now.
Jack Ryder is live from the Gotham Bay area with some breaking news.
This is Jack Ryder with breaking news in the Gotham Bay. We are getting reports of an armed siege on Arkham Island. 2 minutes ago, Joker broadcast to all...
Anyway, so as you saw, as soon as we walked into the area, the game flashed a green...
This is the voice of your new master. Hang on.
as you can see, once we walk into a room, it'll actually prompt us with the Riddler challenge that's in this room. And that one happened to be about Jack Ryder, who is a reporter, so we found a radio with him talking on it, and scan it for our free experience points and a Riddler challenge complete. Again, there are 240 of these things in the game. It's quite a bit.